Hi guys, I'm Victor Kaminsky. I'm the director here at careerpathacademy.com. This is our school name and this is our website as well, careerpathacademy.com. Now, if you wanted to get your real estate license in New Jersey, you can do it with us. We are licensed by the New Jersey Real Estate Commission, which is a division of the Department of Banking and Insurance. They do not endorse any schools, so that's not why I'm telling you that. Just saying who we're licensed through. We are a licensed school with the state. Now, we do offer real estate licensing classes. The license type you're trying to get, if you don't have a real estate license, is actually called a salesperson. It's a real estate salesperson's license. We also have referral agents licenses, so classes. So if you take this course, the 75-hour course, that's how long it is. How long it takes you to complete that course depends on if you choose day, evening, or weekend class option. We'll get to that in a bit. But when you complete this course and pass a school exam, pass a state exam, get fingerprinted, and affiliate with a broker, you can get your real estate license. You send in all that paperwork along with a broker's check or a money order, no personal checks, made out to the state treasurer of New Jersey to get your real estate license for the first time for $160. It costs $160 to initially get your license with the state. It's usually good for 2 years. Everybody's license renews at the same time, June 30th of odd numbered years, no matter when you get the license. It renews on June 30th, but only for $100. Okay, so it's not a realtor's license. That the word realtor just means you're a member of NAR, the National Association of Realtors, which is a business trade organization. So the class here at Career Path Academy for the salesperson, when you complete this course, you'll qualify for getting either that referral agent's license or a salesperson's license. Salesperson's license allows you to work with people directly, gives you access to the MLS where you could search for properties, put listings in the MLS, market them for sale, show people houses for sale, try to help market them and sell them for them in exchange for a commission. All right. You have to be working underneath a licensed New Jersey broker in order to get your real estate license here in New Jersey. But you could we'll go over that and the details of that in class. So if you don't plan on working with anybody because you already have an established career in something else, but you want to be able to refer business in exchange for some sort of a commission or referral fee, well, that still requires a license here in New Jersey, and that's what the referral agent's license is for. So if you're having, if you have a career, you're a paralegal, you work in you're a dental assistant or work in a doctor's office or something, you work in a beauty salon, someplace where you get a high traffic, a high volume of people who are always talking, and you hear, oh, this one's getting married, that one's getting divorced, whatever the case is, and they're looking to upgrade, downgrade, they're looking to buy, sell, whatever. You could say, really? I can refer you some business. Now, you need to have that referral agent's license, though, in order to legally earn a commission here in the state of New Jersey. So we offer these classes. It's a 75-hour pre-licensing course. At the when you're done taking the 75-hour class, you have to take and pass a school exam. Once you pass that school exam, you could go on to take the state exam, get fingerprinted, and then find a broker you want to affiliate with. You're going to need to do that so that you could work supervised by them. And then you can send your paperwork into the state, or your broker can do it for you online, and along with the money, a broker's check or a money order made out to the state treasurer of New Jersey for $160. Okay, so what do we offer here? We offer that 75-hour pre-licensing course and the school exam. Now, the school exam is an additional $20 for every 2 attempts. Okay, so let's put that out there to begin with. We offer it online, so you could take that exam and get instantly graded and know your results. We do not put any limits on the number of attempts to take the school exam. A lot of schools do. They may limit you to 1 attempt or 2 attempts, and you're paying a lot of money for each additional attempt. All right, we just charge $20 for every 2 attempts to take the exam with no limits on attempts. All right, you have 6 months, as long as you complete that hour requirement of 75 hours of the course. and you pass that school exam within 6 months of your start date, you're good to go. We'll certify your hours with the state, and then you can move on with your licensing process. If you should be taking the class with us and for any reason you should stop coming to class because life gets in the way, something happened, whatever it is, we do allow you to jump into another class without having to pay any fees to finish it, as long as you're within that 6-month period. If you should go over the 6 months, we allow a one-time extension of another 6 months. So an extension out to 1 year from your original start date for an additional $100. And we'll still certify your hours with the state, and you can still take the school exam. Beyond that 1 year, there's no further extensions. You'd have to pay to retake the whole course over again, okay? But we'll give it to you at a discounted rate, provided it's not 2 years down the road, okay? So now, what are the options to take the class? Well, we offer day, evening, and weekend class options. Now, if we go to our school website, I'm going to show it you really quick right now. I'm just going to share the screen with you. Give me one second here. So if we go to the calendar page, okay, so if we start off on the main website, careerpathacademy.com, you click on the class calendar schedule. You'll scroll down about halfway down the page. Okay, first we have here, it tells you everything that's different that we offer, the different license types. You know, that referral agent is actually called SLWRERC. That's salesperson's license with a referral agency. You scroll down about halfway down here and look what you see. We have day, evening, and weekend class options. So the day class runs Monday through Friday for 2 weeks, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., 10 days total. We have an evening class that runs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Monday, I'm sorry, not Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For approximately 4.5 weeks, 18 evenings total. And then we have a weekend class, which runs Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. For 5 weekends. Once again, for a grand total of 10 days, just like this daytime class, to reach that 75 hours. Now, when you want to enroll in a class, figure out if you want day, evening, or weekend to enroll in, and select the start date for the class it is that you want to enroll. So you see 2 dates here. That's a start date and an end date for that class. And if there may be any notes here, you may see notes for certain days there's not a class because of whatever reason. In this case, it's the 4th of July, right? So take note of the start date. May even want to copy and paste it. So 6/20/2022, for example. You're going to click on enroll. Any of these doesn't matter what you click on, they'll take you to the same page. So you now enroll and pay for the real estate salesperson class. First step is to enroll. We keep them separate. This page, you're going to have the enrollment form. Now, on this enrollment form, it's going to ask you for your information, but it's also going to ask you at some point which class you want to join. This is the format that you use. If you wanted to join the day class, you would write SPD for day, dash, and then that date, the start date of the class, the 2-digit month, the 2-digit day, the 4-digit year. And you do the same thing for the evening, SPE dash for evening, SPW dash for weekend, and you put the date of the class that you wanted to start. So you fill in this form here, answer all the questions, and then at the bottom here, you could click for pay for class after you've done enrolling, or you could click up here. The link is twice on the same page, or on this left-hand menu here on the side, it says pay for class right underneath salesperson class enrollment. So you click on pay for class after you're done enrolling, and you can see we have the, we give you the full disclosure. Online exams are a $20 additional fee for every 2 attempts, all right? There's different methods that you could pay for the class. Zelle is our preferred method because, well, they don't charge us a fee for processing. You could, here's the information when you're sending the payment through Zelle that you need, or you could send it through PayPal Send, or you could just click here to use PayPal Send, or use this email address to send it to. You can use the PayPal shopping cart a little bit further down on this page, which you could also pay by credit card or debit card. So you could also pay by credit card, debit card, Zelle, PayPal. You don't need a PayPal account, even though your credit card is going to be processed through them. You scroll a little bit further down in the payment page, and you could see the different, you have the payment options here. Now we have different discounts available to various groups, as you could see here. We have those 6-month extension out to 1 year I spoke about. We have a Bring a Buddy program, second chance programs, a lot of information. I'll let you sift through that on your own there. If you have any questions, you give us a call. Now you click here on the drop down list, select the option that applies to you. Right here, here's our $375 for our course. You just click add to cart. It'll open up a window here. So if you have a pop-up blocker, make sure you turn it off. Looks like I did this once before, so it's showing in here twice. So I'm just gonna make sure I hit that minus button there. So it's only gonna show one for one individual, right? And then it gives you the option to pay PayPal checkout or checkout without a PayPal account. That's if you're just gonna use a credit card or a debit card and you don't have a PayPal account. Okay, that's how you go about doing it. So let me close that window out there. And then you just do the payment, and then you would contact us. Give us a call after you've registered for class and you paid for class. Give us a call when you'd like to pick up your book, and then I'll give you the instructions on coming to pick up your book. Okay. Don't just stop by, make sure you call first, because teaching remotely, you know, we're not in the office. We're not in the office a lot, I'm telling you that. Okay. For different veteran programs and such, we have different other discounts that are available down here. All right. So the price for the class is $375. Price for the school exam is $20 for every 2 attempts, which you take online. Gets instantly graded. You pass the school exam. We transfer that information over to the state. The state testing center called PSI will then send you an email, and you could go on and take the exam with them. I have a separate video about what to do after you've completed your education requirement here at the school. So we're not going to cover that right here in this video. You can see that on the other videos on this website. Okay, so pay for the class, fill out the registration after you checked out the calendar page and you see which class you wanted to join, the day, evening, or weekend class options. We schedule our classes in a manner that you finished in the quickest time possible. Okay, I know that there's schools out there that they set up their schedules where you go a half a day. If you want a half day, evening is the only option that we have there for half days. Okay, but I know there's some classes, some schools that offer 3 hours a day or what have you. We don't do custom schedules. No school does. They couldn't. We schedule our courses to finish in the quickest time possible. If you're going to take one of those classes that go twice a week, 3 hours a day, it's going to take you forever to finish. And by the time you're done, you don't remember what you learned on day one. So good luck with passing that exam. You have to put a little bit of effort into taking this course. Nothing here is rocket science, I always tell our students, but it is a lot of information to learn. I like to refer to it as you're learning a new language in 75 hours. No small task. It's the language of real estate. So in this, we teach you everything about licensing law, who's required to have a license, the different license types, the whole procedures of that. We go over contracts. We go over so much information in the course. None of it's rocket science. We don't move on to the next topic until every student understands what it was that we explained. And then from there, it's on you to study, to remember all that information that we imparted to you. So we make that a little bit helpful. If you forget something, we actually record our classes and we provide them to our students, those recordings. How? Well, we upload them to YouTube, okay? Now, not your particular class may not be getting recorded, but we do have recorded classes with all the content that I record, the classes that I teach and I post up on YouTube. You're not gonna find it on YouTube. It's on a private channel. You need the link in order to get those videos. So we'll provide those videos to our students so that they can study. If you miss a day of class, you can get that information, and you don't necessarily have to make up the time if you just miss one day of class. the state requires you to be present for 80% of that class time of that 75 hours. That's not a goal, the minimum standard for you to reach though, okay? Keep that in mind. You should put some effort into this, guys, because I'm telling you, if you think you're just gonna be sitting in class, letting the hours go away, or just have the Zoom running in the background and you're not paying attention, you will fail. You are not gonna pass. It's not rocket science, but you're not passing if you don't pay attention and study. So let's get that out there. It requires some level of dedication on your part. And if you're paying for a class, I would hope that you would put the effort in that's required for that, okay? So I'm just being upfront and candid with you, okay? So it's, I also tell people to get a good start in the real estate business. The school, the testing, the state exam, the fingerprinting, the initial licensing fee that you pay to the state. Beyond that, you know, you start working at a real estate office, you're probably gonna be a member of the Realtors Association, actually 3 Realtors Associations, the local, the state, and the national, NAR, National Association of Realtors. You're going to be a member of at least one MLS, which is a database where we share our listings with other agencies, right? And we get help search for properties for our clients to show them properties for sale or rent. Or if we have a property that we're marketing for sale or rent, we put it in this database and share it with other agents from other companies as well to try to sell it, all right? You're going to have to pay a fee for that. Even though your broker is going to have a membership fee for that, you're going to have to pay a fee to become a member as well. Yours is a lot cheaper than the broker's, but it's still bucks out of your pocket, okay? You're going to have to carry errors and omissions insurance and have some startup costs for maybe getting your own website and business cards made up if your broker doesn't give you your first box, you know? So I always suggest to people that to get a really good, comfortable start, to do mailings maybe and get the website and all that stuff up and running, I tell people you're going to need between $1,500 to $2,000 to get a good start in real estate. And then you have an opportunity there that's limitless. You can make just as much, if not more money than a lot of attorneys make, okay? So you get out of it what you put into it though. Is it easy? No. A lot of people fail out of this business. But if you're dedicated and you're a go-getter and you're one of those people who can do things on your own without somebody saying, do this little task, do that little, every little task. If you could take it upon yourself to get things done and you're a go-getter in that manner, the potential is unlimited. You can make a lot of money in real estate. You see a lot of the billionaires, the millionaires in this world started out in real estate and they still may use real estate to make their fortunes. So you got to start somewhere, right? So how about starting here and helping other people find their dream homes or commercial real estate you may want to work in. There's only one license for real estate in New Jersey. It's a real estate license, okay? And there's not a, meaning that there's not a separate license to do residential real estate, to do new construction, to do investment properties, to do commercial or industrial or retail properties or property management. It's the same license. It's the real estate salesperson's license. Sure, you have a broker's license out there, but you guys can't get that yet. You have to be a full-time salesperson for at least 3 years before you can go back to school and take another 150-hour course and pass another school exam, state exam to get your broker's license. Only after you work full-time as a salesperson in the industry for at least 3 years. How could you expect to supervise other agents by opening your own brokerage if you have no experience under your belt? Now, there is one exception for that. If you are an honorably discharged veteran with service-connected wound or disability, you could apply for a waiver for that 3-year full-time experience requirement to get your broker's license quicker. So you'd have to still go through the salesperson process, get that salesperson's license, and then you can. So to recap, if you are a honorably discharged veteran with a service-connected wound or disability, you can get a waiver for that 3-year full-time experience requirement in order to, after you get your salesperson's license and affiliate with a broker, you can then apply for a waiver to go back to school and get your broker's license. That's the only situation where that's the case. If you're a licensed agent in another state, you can get a waiver for taking this class if provided that state had a requirement of at least 75 hours to get your license. So you could get a waiver for not having to take this class and just move on to take the state exam. You'd have to fill out the waiver form, which you could find on the Real Estate Commission's website, and pay the appropriate fee, which is a $25, I think, application fee. I don't suggest it. A lot of New Jersey, we're the nanny state, okay? We have over regulations of everything. So we have a lot of laws here. And although nothing here is rocket science, it's a lot of information. We get people, sometimes they come over from New York who have been licensed for ages, working in the business. And they come over here, get the waiver, try to take our state exam, and they keep taking it over and over again, failing and failing. And you're paying $60 or $65, whatever it is right now, to take that state exam each attempt. It's not worth it. Then they eventually break down and they take this course. So if you don't need certification of your hours, if you're one of those people, you're a licensed agent in another state, and you want to get your license here, I still suggest that you take this course in order to gain the knowledge that you need to pass this exam. Some of it you may already have, but additional state laws and regulations you need to get as well. So let's take a look at something really quick. If you're at that checkout, let's go to that checkout again for paying for the class. When you're paying for the class, you could see that, let's let this page load up here again. We have it already loaded somewhere. Sometimes you have to refresh the page in order for it to get all that info in there in the populated section. And there we go. A couple seconds later, I don't know why it took so long right there, but anyway, so in the drop-down list, you could see we have second chance, no certification with the book. That's what you would want if you're an agent that's licensed from another state. If you already have the book, the fee is $150. All right, so out-of-state license certification, oh wait, here we go. Out-of-state license, state license plus certification is $285. Out-of-state license with the waiver, it's $175. So basically, if you applied for that waiver with the state and you got it, then you're only going to pay $175 for the class. We're not certifying your hours with the state. You don't need to take an exam with us. Out-of-state licensees who still want to go through that whole process, the fee is going to be $285. Second chance programs, these are for people who either attended our classes before, or maybe they attended another school and they want to come back and try to pass it with us because they hear good things about us. Not to toot our own horn or anything, but just ask our students. They love us. Now, so we've been in business for a while now, 15 years as of 2022. And our prices, we always kept them as the industry lowest prices out there to stay competitive. Right now, unfortunately, we had to raise our prices a little bit this year to $375 for the salesperson's licensing classes because inflation, thank you, Joe Biden, right? So because of the inflation, our vendors have raised their prices. So therefore we have to raise ours. It's just a little bit. So our prices now are $375. That includes your book. We teach classes here. Let's get into the nitty gritty of this. So now the $375 includes your book. It includes recordings of the classes. It includes the slideshows. It includes additional sample quizzes and exams that are not in the book. It also gives you 6 months to complete that course. All that for the $375. We also we provide all of these things to our students for that $375, which is quite generous. If you bother shopping around, you will see that schools do not measure up to what we offer. So we don't nickel and dime our students. We try to be as transparent as possible. And here's an additional thing that you can compare us to other schools with. When we teach the classes, we teach live classes through Zoom. Now, the state requires that these courses be live instructor-led courses. If you have a school that's giving you at your own pace, take the class, do not take that class. They're violating the rules that the New Jersey Licensing Real Estate Commission authority put into place, where it needs to be a live instructor-led course. Report them to the Real Estate Commission because they're not supposed to be doing that. Now, what we do is when we teach through these live classes through Zoom, if you're familiar with Zoom, some people may have been in seminars before. A lot of schools teach in that seminar mode, where you're hearing the instructor talking. If you want to ask a question, you got to pull it up in a chat window, hope that they respond to you. We don't do that. We teach our Zoom classes in meeting mode. Basically, what that means is that you're on camera, just like I am right now talking to you. However, you can interact with me at any time. You could just ask me a question, unmute yourself and ask a question. We ask our students just to keep muted because background noises and stuff, and we don't want to disturb the class or make it more difficult for everybody to hear the lesson that's being taught to you by the instructor. We teach from a book, but we also have slideshows. We tell you things that you need to highlight to study. The slideshows are very good point-by-point notes that I usually dictate to our students if you're in a live in-person classroom environment. So this makes it a lot easier. We're giving you the notes already typed out, okay? Print out what you like, copy and paste it, use it for your studies, make your own little notebook, okay, to study. But it does require study and that dedication, okay? So we do offer, hopefully you could recognize this and see that we offer a lot more than other schools do out there. I haven't posted any video reviews from our students in a while or taken them in a while, but you can take a look on our YouTube page or our Facebook page and see past recommendations and video reviews of our school that our students have given us. We've had quite a few students that have come to us from other schools, some that have even dropped out of a class that they were currently taking because they didn't like the way the instructors taught. And they paid a fee to come over to us. And we gave it to them at a discounted rate to come over to our school. You'll see our students are very satisfied with us, and we have a great record in passing. Now, we don't quote pass rates to students, even though we could get them from the state or from the PSI's testing center. We don't even bother with them anymore because we don't know when those students took the exams. We don't know what classes they were from. I could be out there and give you, I could say that we have 100% pass rate because we have had months where our students had 100% pass rate, the ones that took the state exam. And a lot of schools will do a little trickery like this, and they'll tell you that they have 100% pass rates. But to tell you it's 100% pass rate, it's not 100% all the time. They're lying to you. Okay, the best way to be open and transparent is just me to tell you that if you don't study, you don't pay attention in class, you're going to fail. If you pay attention in class, none of this stuff is rocket science. You study up, you'll do well. Okay, I could quote to you months where we had 100% pass rates, but it's not always that way. You get students that don't test well, or maybe they didn't study as much at the beginning thinking that they were going to wing it. So it's not always 100% pass rate. And schools that always tout that, they're usually lying to you, trying to impress you. I could do the same thing, but I prefer not. I like to be honest and open with our students, just like I'm speaking to you here in a candid manner. I've had the phone ringing in the background here, had to pause it. I had to regather my thoughts and come up with other things that I wanted to talk to you about here in this opening video. And I talk the same way like this in the classroom with you guys. However, no phones ringing when I'm teaching the class. Okay, so any other questions, feel free to give us a call, 732-650-9911. Our phone number is all over our website. You could shoot me an email. Here, let me pull that up where you could find the email. It's victor@careerpathacademy.com. Once again, victor@careerpathacademy.com. If you'd like some more information, but best not to email me, just call me up. If I get inundated with emails, inquiries like that, I may not get to as quick. I do also teach some of these classes, so I'm a busy guy. All right, I try to get to everybody in a timely manner, but hey, there's only so many hours in a day, right? So get your real estate license. Once again, you're probably going to need about $1,500 to $2,000 to get a great start in real estate, but you could start right now with a lot less. Just pony up the money for the school right now, take the school, pass a school exam, pass a state exam as soon as you can, hold off, wait until you save up a little more money, go for the fingerprinting. As long as you get your state license within a year of completing the school exam, you're good to go. So pass a school, take the exams right away while the information's still fresh in your head. Pass a state exam, hold off a little while, go get fingerprinted when you're ready, affiliate with a broker, and send that money into the state to activate the license. When you affiliate with the broker and you get the license, now you're going to have to join those MLSs, pay your errors and omissions insurance through your broker. So some questions to ask, which is another laundry list of things that we go over with our students. I put together a list of questions to ask when interviewing brokers. We provide that to students. See, I put together a math how-to study guide. We give that to our students as well. There's a lot of information that we give to you. I also have video walkthroughs on how to do the math. You know, we give a lot of information to our students, probably more than you're even going to go over. But we supply all this information to our students more than any other school does. Okay, so once again, have any other questions, feel free to give us a call. To recap, $375 is for the class. You have 6 months to complete it. If you should need more time for an additional $100, you could add another 6 months to that for 1 year to complete the education requirement, the hours, as well as passing the school exam. From that point, after you pass the school exam, you have 1 year to get your real estate license, which entails affiliating with a broker, passing your state exam, passing your getting fingerprinted, and sending in that broker's check or money order for $160 made out to the state treasurer of New Jersey to get your license for the first time. Let's see, any other questions? Once again, give us a call. I'll be happy to answer those questions. 732-650-9911. And I wish you the best, guys.